Football season is our busiest time of year, and 2023 was a big test for us and our company as we expanded onto the local television market for our high school football broadcast and our college football broadcast. Before, we used to just stream games onto YouTube or other streaming platforms, but this year I had a big goal, and that was to get our broadcast on television. And we were able to do that by signing a contract with our local CBS station, KDK TV here in Pittsburgh, and thus the Steel City High School Football Showcase and D3 College Football on KDK Plus were born.
3, 2, 1.
Golden.
This year we had an amazing opportunity to do our broadcast on live TV here in Pittsburgh. It was a very unique opportunity for us. This was our first time taking what we all know how to do very well and bringing it to a broader audience. We're going to start off by doing some high school football, and then tomorrow we're going to look at some college football. You'll see how wildly different our two broadcasts are from each other, but you'll notice a lot of the things we're going to do are very similar to each other.
My name is Corey. I am the drone pilot for JRM Productions, and I've been at it for 4 years now. So for Friday load-ins, it's usually me, Ryan, and Jake. We'll start by emptying the truck and the trailer of all the equipment that we need for that day. Then we will usually go up to the press box, set up all that stuff. Then we'll go to the scaffolding, we'll set those up. We'll get cameras strapped down, we'll put banners up, and then we'll test everything at the end of the day. For college, it's a little bit different because we'll have the rest of the crew and it's a little bit of a quicker setup. But in the end, we get everything set up and we're ready to go on air.
We're going to set up scaffolding in each end zone and pull power from the play clock towers, right?
Yeah. Anchor them on the corners?
I use opposite of each hash mark, so I'll probably put one next to the field goal post on those hash, and then opposite on that side.
All right. Those huddle cameras will be right in the middle.
Okay, yeah, it'll be on the left or right of each field goal post. Yeah, we'll set up our camera right here, and then our announcers right here. Does that work? Okay.
So one of the biggest important things about TV broadcasts this year is being able to have full-fledged communications with the schools. Working out logistics for TV broadcasting is very difficult. And one of the things that Jake and I had to do, including a little bit of Madison actually, talking to these schools, making sure that when we get there, things aren't going to go awry. So having that communication is very, very important.
If I can leave him here,
Yeah, that'll work.
I'll put a table behind him because he has huddle guys.
Yeah, okay.
Like 3 other guys.
That works.
Just take that.
Yeah.
The press box had some major improvements this year, including how we do our audio setup, how we do our scoreboard. Pretty much the heart of the broadcast is up there in the press box. So we set everything up inside the press box. Like I already said, we do the scoreboard, we do the audio, we do wireless cameras up there as well. And all that is handled up there in the press box, and then we bring that back down over our wonderful fiber. So we can send our entire press box, which includes network, cameras, audio, and a lot more, back down to the trailer over one single cable. Now, inside that cable, there's a lot of strands of fiber in there, but to make that same cable over copper just wouldn't be possible. Game time! GoPresidents.com. What's up? Welcome to MTV My Crib. This is my press box, and we're going to be taking a look inside. This is where we do the booth reserve. That's Madison over there. So, welcome up to the top of the press box up here. Downstairs in the trailer is the brain of the operations, while up here we have the heart of the operations. Everything that you see out on the field comes back to here and then travels down to the fiber down in the trailer, and we can get everything back down there. So we got telestrations, we got program, we got announcers audio. Everything is done from up here. So let's take a closer look.
Run that all the way to the other end. All the way down. Open it. That's when it actually opens. Now open the latch. You know, Joey, I guess we
Enough space to move around back here.
One of the many additions we have for our 2023 football broadcast is scaffolding, and we have a camera operator on a set of scaffolding behind each end zone opposite hash marks in order to give us some different shots ground level, but the scaffolding allows us to get over the heads of players so they can kind of shoot across the field and not have any obstructed views. Now on that scaffolding, we will have a broadcast camera along with a camera operator. And the way we set that up is we usually pull power for all that equipment somewhere from the play clocks. There's usually a cube tap we can pull power from at every stadium. And the way that the signal gets back to us is there is a wireless transmitter on those end zone cameras, and they have a receiver up in the press box, and that just sends the camera signal wirelessly across the field and up into the press box so we can take the cable signal from there.
One of the things that makes a broadcast look great is the graphics that you use. And this year we were experimenting with some new graphics, and it made everything look so much nicer. But it's not as cut and dry as you think. We just don't show up and the graphics are done. The graphics are made prior to the event, and even prior to the day, we come and check to make sure that our software has all the graphics loaded up. And it takes a really long time to make sure those graphics are done. And I'm very proud of the team that we have, especially my friend Jake. He does a lot of them because a lot of people think that they're just there, and they're not. We get it set up the day before, and we even triple check right before, well, not right before we go live. We triple check once we're all set up just to make sure everything looks good, because you never know. You got to be ready for everything.
Keys of the game. I didn't see the end of this, actually. Oh. I like that one the best. Like the blue field, that looks sweet. How the way that ends. Cool intro.
We've been waiting for this performance
Did you
since
see
we
this?
started in August.
Face mask, defense. That penalty be assessed on the kickoff. The extra point is good.
You said to me,
Okay.
All right, let me just make a quick button for that.
Mini announcers. Yep. College broadcast promo. That's high school. You did that twice. You did that for our Tuesday one. That's college. Okay. Halftime.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant halftime stats.
Oh, that works. Oh, good. Halftime score. Yeah, full screen final. Did you do a scoreboard test under a minute?
Yeah,
That's the right scores right now.
I don't think.
Welcome back to the Whip
Thank
Your
you.
Insider Show presented
Sights
by
and
Fanatic
sounds.
Construction. I'm your
Tonight from Upper St. Clair, it's our Steel City High School football.
This is
showcase.
217 or somewhere around there, right?
St. Clair Panthers taking on the Moon Tigers.
You guys used my worst drone.
That was Mark. Watch, we used Evan's shot after this, I think.
You did. Yeah.
Corey, you want to hear my Halloween music? You'll appreciate it. Woo!
I don't hate it.
I like it actually.
Oh, that's just one of the songs.
So after everything's set up in the press box and we run through all the graphics in the trailer, it is normally time for us to gather as a crew, eat a meal, and go through different production elements and meet through any final details of things that might change.
With the games being televised this year, we are trying out pre-recorded pre-game intros. And the reason why we're doing this is because we can get the pre-game fine-tuned to be in the exact time frame that we need it to be and cut out any mistakes.
All right, we're just about ready for record this thing. Drone's ready. Let me get JP on a headset check.
Let me get JP on a headset. Let's see if he keeps it on whole broadcast.
There we go.
Stick around. How many headsets? How many times will we pull the headset off tonight? Find out later.
All right, stand 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go theme and go Matt. Go week versus with drone.
Township, where tonight the best of Beaver County takes center stage in a highly anticipated
Stand by cold intro.
With two of the best from Western Pennsylvania. It's Aliquippa. It's Central Valley. The next chapter of this great rivalry begins next.
Get rid of week versus. And 3, 2, cold intro.
We've been waiting for this performance since we started in August.
Drone, give me a shot of the
Two
stadium.
communities that know how to put on a show to the ultimate prize.
10 seconds.
Places, please. The curtain is about to rise.
5, 4, 3,
2, 1. Go theme, go drone, go Matt.
We're ready to strike up a tune in center township.
Stand by,
tonight
booth
for our
shot.
Steel City High
Standing.
School football showcase presented by UPMC Sports Medicine at Sarge Albert Stadium tonight for the Central Valley Warriors and the Aliquippa Quips.
Fade into the booth.
And go Booth.
Hi everybody, welcome inside the broadcast booth. I'm Matt Fargo, joined alongside Johnny Patrician. It is week 9 of the WPIAL, and we got...
All right, get ready, end zones and camera 3, please.
JP, these two
Stand
teams
by,
have
await,
played 8
feature
times
player.
in 8 years.
10
Central
seconds on
Valley,
this.
Aliquippa, when
10
we come back.
seconds.
The Steel City High School
9,
Football
8,
Showcase
7,
kickoff.
6,
Moments away
5,
on KDKA
4,
Plus.
3, 2, fading music, 1, and we're out.
30 minutes.
You like that?
So when having a game on television, that means TV timeouts. And we learned a lot about that this year as we learned how basically that works, from communicating with the officials and stopping the game on the field to working with us in the truck and different crew and drone and everything, kind of make sure we have planned timed TV timeouts. So to pull off a successful TV timeout, it requires a new position for us, which is a red hat. And the reason it's called a red hat is because they are simply wearing a red hat, and the official knows to look for that person wearing the red hat on the sideline. And that red hat is in constant communication with us here in the truck, with our assistant producer, Madison, and from there, they are working together on when we have a TV timeout. So he'll run out on the field, stop the clock, and the official will stop the game for us. And from when coming back from a commercial break, they will work with the officials and count down how much time is left. And then it's pretty crazy when we come back in. Basically, it's like the game's starting as soon as we come back, and it was kind of interesting for me because I never really knew how that worked. It was just like, as soon as the TV comes back, they're playing. So there's kind of a lot behind the scenes that most people don't know, and that's how you pull off a TV timeout.
Showtime, baby.
Working 10 Central Valley's ball on their own 20-yard line. TV timeout.
90 seconds, 90 seconds. 90? Yeah.
Last one of the year.
The more involved these productions get, the more people it takes to pull them off. And this year we added an assistant producer with us here in the trailer to help with commercial breaks, sideline communication, and broadcast distribution.
Hello, this is KDK plus Steel City High School football from 7 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. I'm getting anything you're sending me. My name is Madison Benedict. I've been in the crew for around 3 years. I started as an intern, and I am the assistant producer / communications director. As the assistant producer, when I get on site, I meet the Red Hat and we go down to the field to meet all of the referees so we can just talk through everything that we need for the game. We talk through our commercial breaks and our hand signals, and then after that, we will go back up to the trailer and call Atlanta about 15 minutes ahead of time, and we'll just give them a countdown and make sure everything is running right with them, that they're getting all of our signal, that they're getting our audio, and that everything is just generally running correctly. And then after we get all of that sorted, I'll give them the countdown on my end, and then they'll also give me a countdown on their end till we sync up times, and then we can go live on our spot on TV. All right, so what they're doing is they're checking to see if they're getting any of our food. After that, I will continue to call commercials and communicate with everybody on the crew. And then after that, the game ends, and then I will help clean up until it's time to go home.
5, 4, 3,
Secure your
2,
future today.
1.
And
we're back.
go camera
They
one.
can play. Repeat, they can play.
So for a commercial break, I will communicate with, first and foremost, Jake. I'll say, hey, I think it's about time we take a commercial break, because I'll always be watching the TVs that are right behind me for the time. And so once it's like a good time to take a commercial break, I'll communicate with Jake. And then if he gives me the go-ahead to say, yes, this is a great time to take a commercial break, I'll communicate with everybody on the Unity app, and I'll say, hey, it's about time to take a commercial break. I'll tell everybody, I'll tell the camera operator, I'll tell the sideline reporter, and most importantly, I'll tell the Red Hat, so that the Red Hat can then communicate with the refs to stop the game. Then, during the commercial break, I will count down all the different time blocks until it's time for us to go back from commercial break. So then the Red Hat can flag down the refs and then start the game again.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're live.
Welcome to Center Township, where tonight the best of Beaver County takes center stage in a highly anticipated performance.
Stand by drone, stand by Matt.
4, 3, 2, and go drone.
Go theme, go drone, go Matt.
When it's
Stand by
Central Valley
Susie.
and Aliquippa, you're always ready. Let's go down.
Get ready, camera 3.
Crew, it's Susie. Cool, Susie.
Go Susie,
And go
Susie,
3.
she's on.
Thanks, Matt. When the Aliquippa Quips and Central Valley Warriors saw this game on their 23 calendar, they both marched.
Get ready, camera 7.
Not a single second of this game.
Ready,
will be
camera
taken for
1.
granted.
Stand by Matt, go
And
Matt.
go camera 1.
We're good, Luke.
Go camera 1.
Allegiant kickoff, hit it.
It's brought to you by Allegiant Community Film.
Allegiant kickoff coming up. Ready, 6. Go 6.
We are ready
Perfect.
for tonight's
Ready, 7. Go
First
7.
commercial break. Stand by, get rid of the slider. Go get rid of slider. Stand by 1. Hit it. Perfect, everybody.
It's loose, and finally, still, here's Malachi Shigard.
I'm not going to have it in time.
To put the
Have what?
extra point
Oh, I
through.
might.
All right. Well, we're going to take a commercial.
Get ready, hold on. And drone, if you're good.
Taking commercial right now.
Go drone, I'll take it. It's fine. E. B. Thank you.
B is involved with.
And you're out, ready? 3, 2, 1. All right, this is the community sponsor right after
Stand
this.
by drone.
Drone, get ready for community
Drone, you're going to do a
sponsor.
wide orbit. What a freaking start to the game, everyone. Holy. I don't even know what just happened.
A turnover and a touchdown.
That was insane. Wow, I'm like on the edge of my seat.
5,
4, 3, 2,
1.
go drone.
Go drone and go Matt.
Community sponsor.
Community sponsor,
That's
Gianni's
one, right?
Pizza. Nothing but the best from
perfect.
Gianni's Pizza,
Hold the
wings,
game,
and
Luke.
hoagies of Hopewell and Center Township. Give them a try, and it will
Hold
be a
the
touchdown.
game. Repeat, hold
And let's
the
go back
game.
into program. All right, we're good. Tell them
All
we're
right,
good.
you're good. They can
Another
kick.
kickoff, JP.
Go camera 7.
Let's go
Go
replay.
7.
Look at
Go
this angle.
The
replay.
first takeaway of the night from a defense, Matt. And
Look
it
how
comes
good this
from a
angle is. Tell George he's
defensive back
killing it.
from Aliquippa.
George, you're killing
What
it.
else would you expect?
Woo!
Smooth. Overcooked that one.
Just leave it up.
Great
I'm going
job
to
of
cut
high
cameras here,
ball by
Ryan.
Walker.
And I'm cutting 3, 2, 1.
A decent return to the 43-yard line.
And go
Ready,
ahead back.
7.
Quick set up shot, first
Go
down and
7.
10
Head
on the
back still.
43.
Waiting for my camera.
Go
6.
1 yard, if anything.
Go ahead, replay.
Go replay.
Sets up 3rd and a couple.
Ready,
Case
3.
Western defense has been
Go back.
great.
Go
Only allowed
3.
88 total first downs on the year.
And side square animation.
Valley.
We are on commercial.
Talk about the
We are on
moon.
commercial.
Offensively, as we'll come back is
Spooky.
some great moon
Let's go.
outside on a Halloween weekend in the Steel City. Alaquippa leads it 7-0.
Stand by.
Ready,
You're
see.
out. Ready, 3, 2, 1.
Go see.
Should we get the pumpkin for when we come back?
3,
2,
1.
and go pumpkin.
And go side score
go Matt.
pumpkin.
And we welcome you back on a Steel City Friday night and a Halloween night. I took the time out earlier today to carve that.
Yeah, right.
You're a lot more talented than I thought you were. That is impressive.
And tell them to go ahead, line them
All right,
up.
you're good. They can kick.
Ready?
Stand by, Ryan. Yeah, go ahead, program.
Go 6.
You're good.
Thank you, Evan.
To Henry,
6.
and actually,
Go
they give
6.
it off to Brandon Singleton. Singleton's
So
been
does
the
Evan.
third.
Ready, 6. Go 6.
I'm actually surprised there's
Ready,
no flag
3.
on the field. I
Go
thought that
3.
Yoder, rather, at the
And let's look at Case Western
Washington
record
and
away.
Jefferson 48. So, Case Western this season, 6-1 overall, win at Teal to begin the year, then an early bye in week 2,
Ready, 6.
out of bounds, and
Go 6.
pick up
Go ahead,
5.
replay.
And go replay.
Yeah, and you're going to be able to see here on the replay that really wasn't Jake Pugh's first option, but he kept his options open. That's the important thing. He found the man out of the backfield.
Ready,
Go
7.
ahead.
Was already able to
Go
at least
7.
grab a decent chunk there on first down. So now it's
Telestrations add a very, very interesting piece to the broadcast. Being able to have the opportunity to do telestrations is very, very cool. There's a lot of different pieces of hardware and software that you need to do telestrations right. So we send the broadcast up to the announcers so they'll be able to draw on the canvas and we get only the draw links back, which is pretty spectacular. I don't know of any other way to do this other than using NDI technology. So telestrations have added a big piece to our broadcast. Being able to draw over replays, it brings a whole nother level of excitement to the show.
All right, pause it right here. It looks like Montour's in cover 0, and that means there's nobody in the middle of the field. So this linebacker right here is going to back up on the ball, and he has Deans man-to-man. All these guys are matched up, so that means the middle of the field is wide open. Now play it. And that linebacker has the one opportunity to make the tackle, and Dean splits the gap and hits his head on the goalpost in the meantime.
So my role as the end zone camera operator for the college football games is mainly to provide another angle on the field, work very closely with the director, make sure that I get the shot that he would like, and then just coordinate with the other cameras on the field to make sure that none of our shots are the same, just providing a different angle for a different vantage point to cut to. What I like most about the end zone camera operating it is that I'm up high on scaffolding instead of low on the field. I also like just being in the action. Another thing I like is that it also is an opportunity to feature the opposing field goal whenever the other team or a team on the other side of the field gets a field goal. But overall, I like just being a unique camera underneath the field goal. An important rule to follow when operating the end zone camera would be make sure you're always in focus and make sure you're always following the ball and to make sure you're doing what you're supposed to.
Working the sideline camera, you have to make sure that you get the highlights and anything that is replay worthy, as well as coordinating with the sideline talent and letting them know when they are on air, making sure that they look the best with the lighting and camera framing, as well as coordinating with the people in the broadcast, knowing when the commercial breaks are on and getting set up for each shot. This can include also finding insert shots of like coaches, players, the fan sections, anything that adds to the narrative of the game. This season being on television broadcast, working with the crew for the past 3 seasons previous, it almost doesn't make too much of a difference because it's like you're slowly working your way up in the tier ranking. And so when you finally get to the television broadcast, it's not too much of a difference, if that makes sense. While there are a lot of new things to deal with, working together like that, you get ready from the previous seasons, working to this season, and it was really different in terms of the environment, I should say, when you're on that big prime time showcase game of the week environment. You could tell the schools that we went to really go all out whenever they realize this is a game of the week. Also, it's cool to have that patch, that logo to signify that you are with the crew, and wearing the vest, having the television crew on the background, you get that sense of who you are individually on the field. It goes from just being a camera operator to the television camera operator, and there is a difference, but at the same time, through previous years, that gradual increase in the tier ranking helps with that.
My role as the main camera operator is to stand at a high vantage point and get action on camera from the top of the field, and I am trying to follow the action basically left to right on the field and communicate with the director to provide a stunning visual appeal on screen. An important rule to follow while doing main camera is that you have to do your best to follow literally what's going on field, and if you look away for the slightest second, you could miss the action. Things that I enjoy: you do have the best vantage point of the game in total, and two, I like the creative freedom that you basically have as it comes to operating the camera, as you just don't pick one stale shot. You do have the freedom to get creative with your camera work.
My favorite thing about the aerial coverage is that you always get a different angle than what you get from the ground or the press box. I can go a mile away from the field and get a very broad viewing of the field, or I can get super close and do orbits or anything. So it's really nice to have a dynamic angle. One of my favorite shots is whenever we start the broadcast after the Are You Ready music video, and I'll be right by the lights and I'll pull out from the lights while doing a zoom out, and it kind of just shows the whole field and the people there. It's a really cool shot.
When it's Central Valley at Aliquippa, you're always ready. Let's go down to the third member of our crew. It's Susie Cole. Susie.
Thanks, Matt.
So one of the new additions that we started to add this year was a program monitor for the drone pilot. So I'll have a monitor on a tripod, and I will use that to scope out my shots, seeing what came before and what is going after, while I have my actual drone feed on my controller. As the drone pilot, I like to keep my shots safe, so I don't try to fly above the players while they're playing. I'll try to do orbits outside of the playing field, or zoom in shots, dolly shots, really anything that looks cool on camera.
Good night, Pittsburgh.
And Matt's out. Ready in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we are out.
Wow, what a great ending. Great job, everybody. Great job.
Shut it down, pals.
Oh, man.
That was the best game of the season.
It was. That was a really good game.
So as soon as we are off the air, everyone will go pack up their stations and bring all their equipment back down to the trailer. And our loadouts go really quick. basically everybody will just work as fast as they can in order to get out of there at the end of the broadcast. I think our fastest loadout this year was just at an hour. It took to get from the time we were on the air to the time we were pulling out of the stadium. 1 hour to get everything cleaned up, packed, and on the road again.
Looking back at our first year in TV sports has been an amazing, wild ride. And I love the additions that we were able to add on. And I love that we got the chance to actually bring sports to our local TV networks.
When we're recording the game, we're recording teams and how they function. But behind the scenes, we have a team that functions, and you can really see that throughout each broadcast.
Thanks for coming. So this was MTV My Crib. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you next week.